Hello everybody, I'm Jay from Dusty Towers, and welcome to another one of our Project Frost and Flames devlogs. This is devlog number 21, and in this one I will just be discussing my progress over the month of December. I would also like to mention that for Christmas I got a nice microphone, so if the audio sounds a bit different, that is why. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's dive right into the nitty-gritty. Today was the first day I got to work on the game, not because I wanted to, but because for some reason, the first week of the second trimester had multiple group projects and an essay, which was annoying, to say the least. And also, I was obsessed with Genshin Impact, but that's besides the point! Today, I got around to actually working on the game, but not in a big way. I mainly just fixed a few bugs. But I did expand on the Void area just a bit, as well as set up an event for a shopkeeper in the Void. I'll talk more about this shopkeeper later. There is no footage of me doing this, however, mainly because I forgot to record it, and I only realized that until I started writing what I did today. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? Anyway, now that I have time to work on the game, I got around to adding the Void Keeper's shop. Now, you may be asking, what does this Void Keeper sell? After all, it has to be a good in order for the player to risk entering the void just to see him. Well, at the moment he has two types of shops, a special item shop and a strong weapon shop. The item shop sells a variety of cards that do anything from buff the party to give the party 1000 experience, to converting 5000 units into 1 gold ingot, which in return can be sold for 5000 units. Now, why would someone buy something worth 5,000 units only to sell it for 5,000 units? Well, because now there's a cost to retrying. Specifically, when you die, you can spend half of your units to retry the battle. If you don't want to retry, you can reload your last save instead, or you can convert your units into gold and save it for later. Though this does have an adverse effect. If you have the Greed Sword equipped, it will do less damage because the Greed Sword increases your attack. There are other weapons that do similar things, like the Clucker Axe, the Sucrose Tome, and the Wolfhook Razor Blade, but I'll leave those for you to find yourself later. I also added the Monster Repellent, an item that allows you to stop encounters without using cheats, though it does cost money, and it is only effective for roughly 100 steps. Okay, now that I've done all of that, I don't really have much of an excuse to avoid this anymore, so I go and start mapping the new city, or at least the central area of the city. This city contains all the normal stuff, but on top of that, it has a bank and another mall that is 10% an actual store and 90% casino. The bank will be very important for a side quest, while this casino is there for those who like gambling and video games, I guess. Honestly, I wasn't super motivated on the 6th. I got around to updating the other two teleportation stations, so you could teleport to the Tarian capital, and I also made another inn, this one having a small little restaurant where you can order food, but yeah, I didn't do much on the 6th. I also didn't want to do anything on the 7th either, so on the 8th I decided I would get shit done, and shit done I did. That didn't make any sense, but let's roll with it. So, I made a bank where the player could dispense their money as another precaution against the retry system cost. Now, you may be wondering, why would I make two systems like this? And it's actually pretty simple. While you can store stuff in the bank, there is only one bank, which means I would have to travel back to get more money if they wanted some. While with the gold solution, as I mentioned earlier, all they would have to do is sell their gold at any shop that allows you to sell items, which practically all shops do, so yeah. I also began to make part of the 2-in-1 mini mall and casino. I made the layout of the two shops, and I actually made the NPC for one of them. After that, though, I went around fixing bugs that Magic notified me of. Today, I finished the little mall by adding the second shopkeeper and adding the last room, the game corner. The game corner is just a casino that will be used for side quests later on. However, I did create a way for the player to gamble their money away at the slot machines. There is a 9% chance of the player losing the money they bet, a 5% chance of them breaking even, a 4% chance of doubling what they bet, and a 1% chance of getting what they bet back 5 times over. If you feel lucky, give it a shot. Personally, I think I'll try adding a way for luck to influence the odds of winning, but I don't actually know how to do that for now, so I'm keeping it as is. Today was a big fucking day. How was it big, you may ask? Well, today is the day that my bug tester Magic finished testing the November build of the game. And with that comes a list of every single bug he found in this build of the game. And today I am going to be getting as many as possible done. After a while, I fixed all of the bugs I could, and after that I made a backup because I never want to do that again. It sucked a lot. And by the way, if you ever make a change with your game, even a relatively small one, back it up. Trust me. Also, make sure it's backed up at least 2 places, preferably more. If you haven't backed up anything in more than 2 places, it really isn't backed up if I'm going to be honest with you. And also, I am just now realizing that I forgot to actually record footage of this day, which isn't a Pogger's moment if you ask me. It seems me working on my game this often has finally caught up to me because now I don't feel like working on it, which is always so swell. Just kidding, it actually fucking sucks and I hate it. Whenever I feel like this, I get so easily distracted. When I do work, I do everything so slowly. I would honestly rather work on something else at the moment, but I know if I don't make progress, I won't finish this demo for 5 years, and I don't want to be like some other game developers. Not naming names, but you probably know who I'm talking about. I begin working on a new map before I decide to just end my day prematurely, because today was not a good day. We skip forward about 6 days, and I tried getting back in the swing of things by continuing the map I was working on, but it still just felt like a chore, and after working on it for a while, I stopped to work on other stuff, primarily changing up some of the already existing weapons that had different properties. And it's the 26th, I am recording this voiceover, and I can say that this month is about over. If you couldn't tell already, I am pretty burnt out on the game development process. Currently, this whole project is just a hobby, so there is no incentive to keep me motivated. So for now, this is all the progress I made. If I want to, make money on this stuff, I just kind of have to hope that eventually I become popular to where that's an option. But as of now, that is not. So, if you're not subscribed and you want me to make more progress, try doing that. Who knows? Maybe that will eventually help me get to a high enough number where I'll consider finding a way to make this a full-time job. But, as of now, I'm Jay from Dusty Towers, and that was Devlog 21. I'll see you in the next one, gamers. Peace.